The pro-Palestine protesters came to New York, Jewish neighborhood, Hasidic neighborhood, and this is Nardine Kiswani's husband, who came to a synagogue, which is 770. It's a Chabad synagogue, and just watch what happens. He goes and tries to antagonize people, ends up getting arrested. Mind you, this is like you have a massive amount of like Hasidic guys, and like you have like 3 Palestinian, like maybe 20 Palestinian protesters. They came for Itamar Ben-Gvir, the national security minister of Israel. Itamar Ben-Gvir basically has been going around Brooklyn and basically New York, and they've been following him around. So he tried to antagonize people, and he ended up getting arrested pretty quickly.
I told you I'll fuck your mother.
It's funny. I actually know that guy that was cursing. He's a homeless dude, because a lot of times you have like the guy you have like a lot of homeless people in this crowd that are just like around 770 a lot of the time. If you're not at all aware, 770 is like the
Chabad headquarters.
Yeah, it's Chabad headquarters. Chabad headquarters is like a Hasidic sect that we're both part of. You're part of Chabad, correct?
I've definitely engaged a lot in their programming. I go to Farbrengen every Thursday night. So
okay, exactly. So it's basically Hasidic Jews that are very fanatical. And anyway, they showed up, and it really didn't work out the way that they planned. Because again, they're outnumbered. Usually they're not outnumbered, and usually it probably works out.
Yeah, just another thing is that they're generally the more loud of the Hasidic community. So there's like different groups of Hasidim, but the Chabad, they're generally more outspoken. They're less scared of being outgoing and like engaging with the world. There's certain Hasidic communities that are more closed and cloistered into their community. So Chabad is like very outgoing, so they're not scared really of anyone coming to them and really putting out their voice.
Yeah. Okay. So like, here's another clip. So I think this is a pro-Palestinian account. So you had like literally thousands of people coming. I mean, maybe not thousands, but at least hundreds of people coming out of Hasidic Jews coming out. And then you had so this is like the other side. And I was there myself. I gotta be honest, there was tons of cops there, so definitely kudos to them. Mm-hmm. They were on top of it, making sure that everything was taken care of. This is actually community spokesperson Yaakov Berman. What happened tonight in Crown Heights was outrageous and deeply disturbing. A group of anti-Semitic protesters gathered at the intersection of Eastern Parkway and Kingston Avenue, the very heart of this heavily populated Jewish neighborhood, spewing hateful, inflammatory rhetoric at innocent passerby, myself included. They shouted anti-Semitic slogans like "We don't want Zionists here," and genocidal chants like "We don't want 2 states, we want all of it." The funniest thing is, like, Chabad isn't really a Zionist organization. Sort of like, if you actually think about the ideology, they're not so intertwined. I mean, it has changed since October 7th, but these guys just really hate they also hate the pro-Palestinian crowd. They're not like other Hasidic groups where like Itamar and the Torah Karta, where they're like sort of with the pro-Palis, obviously, but they're not like so pro-Zionist. That's why they have Itamar Ben-Gvir there, who is an extremist, or considered extreme. I mean, I love the guy and I like a lot of what he says, but from the other side, he's considered like really, really extreme. So hold on. I'm trying to get So again, they were really getting triggered from this one guy who wanted to come. This is inside the synagogue. So this is right inside the synagogue. They were protesting outside.
Yeah,
It
and
came
just
really
generally,
late. Yeah.
generally it's like much more packed inside from what you're seeing on the street. So if he was in there, that you can, it was probably like standing room only in there. But 770 is generally packed every day. But when he was Ben Gvir was there, it's probably packed to the brim.
Seems pretty packed to the brim. Okay, so this is outside Yale. So it's not only happening around this synagogue. There's also another sort of incident where he went to, I think it's happening right now, actually. This is right outside another synagogue where a lot of arrests are being made. Also New York. I think it's Sephardi, maybe. This is definitely way more crazy than the other one. Hold on, I'm trying to find it on Twitter.
I'm sure. I mean, they probably planned a lot of security details, knowing that he's coming in. They probably expected this.
Yeah, they've been following him around. They've been following Ben Gvir around all over the place. Hold on, I'm trying to find the Ben Gvir protests. Also, a lot of people are just literally. I mean, this happens in Israel all the time. Also, so he's so extreme. I mean, I don't want to say extreme because that like sort of plays into their rhetoric, but he's considered very extreme by Israelis as well. And so, like, he gets protested all the time in Israel, probably even more. Yeah, he probably gets more shit in Israel than he does here.
Definitely.
That's why he's very used to this stuff.
I think his two biggest policies were just arming Israeli civilians and getting everyone not relying on police, like sort of regards Second Amendment.
Yeah,
and death penalty for the terrorists. I think that's a pretty logical.
No, he is pretty logical. The issue is like the Israeli government isn't logical across the board.
Yeah,
like the entire Israeli government is basically a bunch of people. Like if you had Trump in the Israeli government at running he would have gotten rid of Gaza a long time ago.
Yeah.
He would not put up with rockets consistently going after him, dealing with all this BS. Again, this is the sheer amount of people. This is outside 770. The sheer amount of just Hasidic Jews that came out. This is one woman. So again, they were sort of bullying them. They took this a little too far, I think, to the point where like police officers were having to protect this one woman, like a mob of Hasidic Jews.
Yeah, I mean,
but again, they're strong-willed. These people. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying in Toronto, it's the same story. It's like usually the pro-Pallies come to the Jewish communities and they start problems there. So, it's not surprising people are getting fed up with them coming into your neighborhoods. We don't go to the Palestinian neighborhood, so to speak, and protest whatever they're up for.
You're basically asking for it. If you go to a synagogue, you're going to a Jewish, house of worship in order to cause chaos. Obviously, you're not looking for peace. This isn't a peaceful. If you go literally to a synagogue, you're looking to start something, and you're gonna get it. And this is another clip of a heckler just going up, and attacking Ben Gvir.
Get the fuck out of New York, Itamar. We know who you are. I'll tell you another thing. You'll be remembered like a Nazi. And Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Good luck with that.
I will say that the best thing about him is that he triggers them so hard.